Expand yourself. To expand yourself, you must expand your know-how. When you know something that others don't know, you have an edge over them. When you know something that others don't know, you become a center of attraction. Your knowledge gives you advantage and edge over others. Expand your knowledge, expand yourself, and expand your know-how. People will pay you any amount of money for your knowledge. Employers are willing to pay you significant amount of money just because of what you know. No employer will even bother to hire someone who doesn't know something about their business. If you will know something, you must be willing to learn it. All the things we know how to do as human beings, we learned them. There is nothing that we know how to do that we didn't learn. To learn is to know, and to know is to learn. You may learn and may not know, but you will never know without learning. Learn something new. Learn new skills. Add new skills to your skill base. When you learn and know something new, it expands your capacity to understand more. Add new knowledge and expand your understanding. New knowledge will help you to see things in different ways. New knowledge will help you to provide solutions to the problems around you. To learn, you must be willing to read. You must be willing to read wide and read a lot. This may be traditional print books, electronic books, or relevant materials that will increase your knowledge base. You must also listen to people who are more knowledgeable than you to increase your know-how. If you only listen to people of your level, then you will remain on the same level with them. It has been said several times that knowledge is power. Yes, I agree, but I think knowledge is more than power. Knowledge is freedom. Knowledge is illumination. Knowledge is wealth. Knowledge is capacity. The more you know, the bigger your capacity. A person is always limited by the level of his or her knowledge. The level of your knowledge reveals the limit and extent of your capacity. When you increase your knowledge, then you increase your capacity. I would like to share a very important story from the Bible to encourage you to expand. The story of a debt-ridden widow was told in 2 Kings chapter 4. Here was a woman who inherited huge debt from his late husband. She had no means to pay, and the creditors were threatening to take her 2 sons away until she can pay the debt. Fortunately, she took the right decision to meet the prophet and asked for help. The prophet gave her very simple instructions. Go and borrow vessels. Borrow not a few. Although she borrowed many vessels, she would have regretted that she didn't borrow more than she did. Borrow more vessels. Increase your capacity as much as you can. Don't limit God with your small capacity. God wants to bless you on a large scale, but small capacity can limit him. God has proclaimed his blessings and has opened doors of opportunities. It is only the people with big capacity that can receive this. Pastor E.A. Adeboye of the Redeemed Christian Church of God once said that he was asking God for a house, but God told him he was planning to give him a city, and he believed. A person with a small capacity may disagree and refuse to accept what God said. Today, his redemption camp houses the biggest church auditorium in the world and is also a fast-growing city in Nigeria. It is possible that God may be releasing some ideas into your heart, but you think that this cannot be possible. You think you are too small for these big ideas. What God is telling you is that you must increase your capacity to be able to connect and align yourself to His great revelations for your life. When Peter, a prominent disciple of Jesus, told him, "Lord, increase my faith," what Peter was simply saying was that, "Lord, increase my capacity." On several occasions, Jesus had confronted and rebuked his disciples because they had little or no faith. Jesus reprimanded them that they had very small capacity. It is not surprising when Peter prayed, "Lord, increase my faith." You will not be able to increase your capacity to the maximum level if and when your spirit capacity is low. To ask God to increase your faith is to ask Him to increase your spirit. When your faith is increased, your capacity is increased, and then you are able to receive big opportunities from God. Will you increase yourself? Will you increase your faith? Will you increase your capacity?